relationship or friendship or what have you. And it goes with the whole concept of patience being a virtue, because sometimes that man above, those powers of be, take their time, but they show you. They show you everything you need to know and learn about you, about your life, about life, but then about your life, about the life you're about to lead and live, and you are living. And you can't take that shit for granted. You can't push the clock on something like that. You have to just let it flow and let it grow and glow in its own right. And you have to let it show itself in your moment, in your present moment, in your life, where it's supposed to, where and when it's supposed to.
Welcome back, everyone, to your Tuesday mini-sode series on Double Dose of Raw Talk podcast with your favorite host, Misty. Okay, so that little clip you guys just heard, that was real. Let's just dive right in. Why don't we? All right, so you guys are back. We're still rocking out with this mini-sode series. You guys already know this is where you guys get a deeper look into my soul, and I come and I share with you guys what I am present with. And if you did not notice already, clearly I am present with this little thing called patience. So let's just face it. Like, I know I come on here and I share like little different things with you guys of my experiences, of things that may be going through, things that may just resonate, things that kind of just come in out of left field. Sometimes they blindside me. Sometimes I kind of had a feeling they would come in. What you call that? Like a premonition. And with this whole concept, there's something that, I definitely do live by. It's something that I've learned to live with and live by and embrace it. The fact is, we can't control everything in life. We just can't. It would be unrealistic for us to say like I can control everything of my life. And you guys already know I preach a lot of things about how to handle and cope with life, right? There's certain things we can't control. There are certain things we can't maneuver. We can manage it. You guys already know my favorite word is managing our own lives. But there are some things that we just can't. And so when things are out of our control, when things are out of reach within our hands for us to work it. That brings me to Missy Elliott's song. Anyway, I'm not going to sing again. But like when it's out of our hands, we do have to be very, very, very patient with time, with what's meant to be, with what's going to be in alignment pretty soon. We have to stay very positive to our thoughts, to what we want, to manifest it. And I know manifestation is a word that people are like sick and fucking tired of, but it's something that's very fucking real. And I want to say in the last week, I've definitely gone through a few moments, a few situations. If you heard last week's mini-sode, you know why that's relevant. But I've been through some situations where it's kind of tested me a little bit. I've been under a little bit of a test, and it is what it is, right? Sometimes I'm practicing what I preached on last week's mini-sode, and I'm not being impulsive. I'm being very smart about it. I am doing my best to step back, to reevaluate shit, analyze it, strategize it, and execute. And the reason why is because I need to protect something that I've been preaching and speaking on so strongly from the very beginning of this podcast, and just like the beginning of my 30s, really. Protecting my space and energy is protecting me, protecting my sanity, protecting my joy, my happiness, because life is what I make it, right? My life is what I make it. I have to say that in this past week that I've actually been practicing what I've been preaching. I've been smart about certain situations, and I've been, bringing down those emotions and taming myself. And I've been like, Daisy, calm down, take a deep breath. And some of y'all who are listening, I know you're going to be like, bitch, you need to do better. I promise I will. But I've been doing a much better job, and I've been doing a great job in this past week, right? But these situations have been testing me. They have. And I want to say this. I want to say that in the last 2 days, because it's about to be Monday at midnight, so you guys are going to hear this tomorrow, right? in the last 2 full days, right? That clip you guys just heard, it was a voice note I sent to a friend of mine I was just speaking with, and I was just filling him in on a few things that have been going on, and just making a point to say that I am just so beyond grateful that I have made it my business and I've stuck to it and I've been successful at this, in surrounding myself with people who are so purposeful to my life, who bring a purpose, who contribute to my life, to who are good for me, who bring peace, who bring positivity, who show themselves in a beautiful light. You know, I'm very big on surround yourself with the right people. It's about your team, it's about your support. I've been saying that over and over again. And in seeing that in the last 48 hours, it has been those people who support, those people who have been fucking with me for a long, long time, and people who I recently met, maybe in the last year or so, maybe tops 2 years. It's people who I've known for so long, but only in recent years, it has really evolved into a beautiful, stronger, closer friendship. People who I've gone into business with, people who I've been able to trust with things about my life, and not just like my personal life, but even my professional life, my entrepreneur life. Like, it is amazing how in the last 48 hours, it is all those people who have showed themselves, who have, for matters of having to catch up or having to talk business or having to cross our T's and dot our I's, they have shown themselves to be just so supportive in the right moment. Their words, their mere presence in this last 48 hours have been so impacting, so motivating, so influential, so appropriate to what my needs were in these last 48 hours, to what my needs were in these last few days of this entire last week that I've been facing and faced with certain situations that are completely out of my control. And I couldn't help but want to share this with you guys, because if there is a testimony that I could give, listen, my life ain't perfect. I am by far a perfect human being. I am not perfect. I do not know it all. I know plenty. I don't give a fuck who says what. I know plenty. I remember what I tell you guys. I'm an expert of my life and an expert of my experiences. Okay. So there's a lot I can share with y'all that may or may not help y'all or help a friend. But I am not perfect, right? I don't have all the answers, but I do know that my life will show me the answers that I need. And what I've had to learn along the way throughout that entire process, I am 35 years old, and what I've had to come to terms with, and I stand by it so strongly. And again, these last 48 hours have been such a true testament to this. This last week and all the fucking situations I've been faced with has been a true testament to that. That patience is a virtue. Every time, because I'm human. I'm a G. You guys know I say this, but I'm human. Okay? I have feelings. I have a heart. Yes, my little Scorpio self has a heart. I'm a little cold bitch sometimes, but I have a heart, and it's there, and it has emotions, and it feels sometimes. It does. I know. Crazy. I know. You probably don't believe it, but it does. Like, ever so often, things can truly challenge me so much that I sometimes sit there and I do question myself. I sometimes sit there and I do feel those emotions so heavy, and I do just cry at the drop of a pin. You guys know this. Ever so often, it does check me the fuck out, and I need to check back in. And ever so often, I have a hard time doing that by myself. And I just really cannot be any more grateful and just thankful for those fucking people who I know I'm able to turn to, but they just show themselves. They just come with their presence, and they rescue the motherfucking day from Miss D. They rescue me, Daisy. They rescue me. They just know. I don't know if it's them. I don't know if it's universal powers. I don't know if it's that man above. I don't know who or what it is. I just know that they make themselves known and they help me. And I needed to share this testimony with you guys so you guys know 3 things out of this. 1, once again, patience is a virtue. Shit is going to happen when it's meant to happen. It's going to align. What's right for you will happen for you. None of it is supposed to be easy. Most of the things are going to be challenges. But when you ask yourself, when you sit there, shout out to my friends who needed to check me on this today. Like, why not right now? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying. It's still not happening. Like, why isn't this thing happening? Let me be very clear on something. This is totally on a professional note, guys. But it's like, no, bitch, it's just not meant for you. Like, it's okay. It's not a bad thing. Things are supposed to align for you the right way. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. Like, I need those reminders. 2, the second thing I want to be able to say is a true testimony from this moment right now, this present moment that I'm with, is that the people you surround yourself with, be so self-aware. If you work towards something, let it be, yes, the self-love for you, so much so that you have to put first and foremost what's good for you. And then be so self-aware, put that first and foremost right after that, so that you know who you have around you and what they bring to your table. Because you know what you bring to other people's table. You know how you contribute. I know how I contribute to other people. So just make sure you have people also contributing to you. And the third thing, I need to leave you guys on this note, because it's just, I have to. Why wouldn't I, right? Just a friendly reminder, guys. Yo, when I tell you guys, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. I pride myself 1,000%, something that many of you have seen and have brought to my attention and have acknowledged and have admired. I pride myself in just how confident I am in my own skin, in my own mind, and in my own right. But man, do I need to ever so often remember that I gotta embrace. I need to embrace whenever I challenge myself, whenever I do sit there and I question myself, whenever I do sit there and I second guess my decisions, I second guess certain situations. I do need to learn how to fucking embrace that. And every time I learn it and relearn it, I need to keep reminding myself. And I wanted to share that with you guys because it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to sit there and to have those moments with you, because that's exactly how you're going to continue to develop not only your self-love, but also your self-awareness. It's the way you're going to be able to be like, I got you. You tried it. You tried it on yourself. Matter of fact, do that shit sitting in front of a mirror. You guys already know how I feel about mirrors. Like, it's crazy to me how ever so often my checking in process does involve my chosen few. Some of y'all know who you are. It does involve y'all. I need y'all. And this is why I have been in such a strong mindset to be mindful of the company that I keep, to be mindful of who is there, who is deserving of me, and who I am deserving of. It's so important. It's so essential. And it's so key to this thing we call life and this little concept we call growth. And on that note, this is a little bit longer of a mini-sode. My bad, y'all. But y'all, you guys want to come back and tune into this week's episode. It is so dope. In a sense, we're still talking about a few more virtues aligned with patience. Maybe. Who knows? I'm not going to dish it out too much, but just make sure to come back this week. You already know your full episodes every single Thursday on this here show, Double Dose of Raw Talk Podcast, with your favorite host, Misty. This is your Tuesday mini-sode series. I'll talk to you later. Bye.